All right, guys. So I wanted to talk to you about the stuff I see on Dirty Keto, and it's a hot mess. And that's Candida die off. One of the main things, and this is just a quick live, it's unlisted and then I'll release it live to everybody. But I'm trying to hit a video a day to educate y'all because there's so much misinformation on the internet. Now, one of the things that I see is a big indication, and I'll go into the upper trunk, is that tongue. Let me explain to you right now. Candida is a fungal infection. It starts off in the form of a yeast, which we need. It helps to putrefy and digest food, but then it mutates like a gremlin into full-on fungus, like the black mold in your bathroom. And things that create this are things like antibiotics, just one in your entire life when you had it 20 years ago. Antibiotics are water source, the fluoride in the water, y'all birth control, all women birth control, all HRTs, and anything that men are taking for HRTs, all of it, right? It's going to affect the microbiome. I don't know why it does this, but it makes yeast grow out of control. I don't care if it's progesterone cream coming from yam, synthetic, all of that stuff. Men with the testosterone and it's glitchy. Stop glitching. The testosterone therapy, all of that makes I hope this turns out, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Also, things like proton pumps, that's omeprazole, that is Tums, any of those things that neutralizes your stomach acid will develop a candida overgrowth. Things like alkaline diets. You see, because acidity kills fungus. So when you make everything alkaline in your body, including your stomach, it's a hot mess for pathogens to grow out of control. I really hope this is recording because it's stuttering on my monitor. What else? Okay. Certain medications, other medications other than HRTs and hormonal medications, thyroid medication, alcohol, caffeine, your bulletproof coffee, your butter coffee, makes candida grow out of control. It compromises the mucus lining in your digestive tract. It's a hot mess. Now, other things that you guys might not consider are fruit, raw cacao, dark chocolate, teas. Yeah, teas, right? Especially in the tea bags, because so much mold, mycotoxins is growing on them. That's what makes things explode. These are all things people consume on a dirty keto. They do almond flour, tons of mold. Cheese, that's mold. Like, y'all dumb sometimes who sit there and pound that nonsense down, and you're doing cheese, and you're doing coffee, and you're calling it ketotic. That's a whole nother subject, that those foods cannot aid in the adaptation because of cheese with the casein and the coffee with the adrenal response and the nuts with the freaking anti-nutrients that suck all the minerals out, and you're trying to get magnesium, potassium, and sodium into your diet, and then you take a bunch of almond drink and flour and all that stuff, and then it demineralizes you and you can't get your electrolytes in balance, and then you're constantly having headaches and muscle cramps and taking your magnesium and it's not working. Okay, get here properly. So these are the things that I want you guys to think about. And the thing that's gross on dirty keto is that fungal infection that you guys develop, and these people trying to take antibiotics to help SIBO. Every time I talk to someone who's taking antibiotics for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, have a worse by effect. Like, you guys, you have to heal the gut naturally. Things like intestine from a bovine cow, things like colostrum, although there's debate about the colostrum, but I digress. I was like, all these wonderful things about colostrum because I'm taking it now through Ancestral Supplements. I'm sponsored by Ancestral. Also, you guys have free content on my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, and I have free content here on YouTube. And I have free content on my YouTube channel, which is, well, that just said that. Hello, thanks, Steph. Or my Facebook, which is Stephanie the business person. Now, it's hard to kill these Candida albicans, yes, and there's different species of this nasty infection, fungal infection, and it can proliferate, get into the bloodstream, travel everywhere, even up to the brain, and give you brain fog. That's why a lot of you guys crave a lot of sugar when you're doing keto. It's not necessarily your blood sugar dysregulation, but it often is that Candida exploding out of you from the liver. Now, a lot of people go through a die-off, and but it never really goes away because a lot of you guys are still the symptoms, right? It's hard to kill Candida because they're protected by a biofilm. People say that vitamin C infusions and ozone therapy will help kill these biofilms, but I don't know. Some people are like, oh, slimy goop is coming out my booty when I'm doing these these not flushes, but these cleanses and certain ways to try to get rid of the biofilm. But you can lower the spore count quite a lot just by doing a good keto, omnivore, keto, carnivore protocol, as long as it's not dirty keto, because dirty keto will just keep the infection going on and exploding out of you. You're going to do cheese, trying to get rid of your Candida, good luck. Trying to do nuts, good luck. People refeeding, good luck. That's the perfect refeeding, and then doing keto, like keto, non-keto, like refeeding after like a week, and then adding the carbs back in and taking it out. And it is a cluster frack of a Candida die-off explosion that'll keep going. It's the same thing with fruits. Candida albicans love fructose, people. I don't understand. I literally don't understand why you guys keep trying to keep these foods into your diet. So clean it up, go closer to a carnivore. If you guys have a hard time pooping on carnivore, there's definitely issues with the gut motility and possibly Candida paralyzing peristalsis. Yes, them Candida things can paralyze the muscle from squeezing so you can poop. But with that said, things to look for, look at your tongue, right? I'm gonna show you guys my tongue. And the image is stuttering. But it's pinkish with a little white. What you'll see, ask people this. I ask all the time, they're like, I don't have Candida, I don't have yeast. I'm like, let me see your tongue. You'll see a thick, starting from way back there, you'll see a very thick white coating. Yes. And it'll dissipate to the tip. So that's how you can really see Candida. Now, a lot of people are getting die-off symptoms where they've got rashes all over their upper trunk, on their face, on their arm, chest, back. And people try to use monolaurin for that. It's pretty effective. Oregano oil and caprylic acid and grapeseed extract, all of those things should be in cycles. Shouldn't take them all the time because Candida is really smart. It'll stop working after a while. Monolaurin seems to be pretty consistent. Some people like to use colloidal silver. Yeah, sleep. When you don't sleep, Candida explodes. When you get stressed, Candida explodes. When you go to the sauna, Candida explodes. When you keep eating fruit, Candida explodes. When you have alcohol if you cheat on keto, it just gets worse. Your Candida will seem to get better, and then when you try to go back on keto, just all those die-off symptoms come back. The tongue never leaves the white color. People get crusty around the nails, have dandruff. Of course, women have yeast infections. People have itchy butt. Men get rashes around their buttocks. It's a hot mess, and a lot of people don't talk about this. I can see Candida infections on people with clear skin. I can see big pores. I can see red blotchiness in the skin, dandruff in the scalp. Those are huge indications that you're having a Candida overgrowth. And then when you go low carb, it explodes out of you. But then you keep refeeding and the thing never goes away. Hope that helps, because those Candida albicans can block your keto adaptation because it's an infection. And if the body has to deal with too many fires, it doesn't like to make ketones. It always wants to divert back to using glucose. I hope that helps. I think most people should go mostly keto, carnivore, if not full carnivore, if they don't have a gut infection. But if you don't have like an itis and you just have issues with other things, aches, pains, fibromyalgia, poor sleep, you don't have to go keto, full carnivore, but you should definitely lower those vegetables, okay? Because they help to put holes in the gut wall, the anti-nutrients, yes, the oxalates, Google it, and other anti-nutrients that compromise the gut wall. Obviously gluten is a big one. But with that said, it's time for me to go and live my best life. I'm gonna go to the gym right now, and then I'm gonna go horseback riding on Thunder. He's freaking awesome. Go to my Instagram at Stephanie Ketogenic. Look at my stories. I've been talking more about candida, keto, lifestyle, being in my 50s, 52, 12 years on keto, no refeeding, the business. I'm gonna do more videos talking about what it's like to live my best life in my 50s as a young 52-year-old with the business. That's what's up. If you guys need to book a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. I also have a keto course through stephanieperson.com. It's a monthly course and it's freaking epic. Peace. Carnivore 2 and low carb high fat.